But I'll answer the why in case anyone does care. The why of why the show is ending. I think me and Complex are going in different directions. At least how we see Everyday Struggle, as how we see maybe my employment for Everyday Struggle, as how we see my brand, and how they see me as someone who's worked there for a while. To be very clear and give context for people, Everyday Struggle was the only airing show on Complex's media platform that was airing multiple times per week. Their two biggest shows are Sneaker Shopping and Hot Ones. It's a weekly show. Also, which I'll try to explain, but I know I'm only here to explain to my audience. I'm not here to explain to the industry heads. You guys can make whatever opinion. A lot of y'all don't like me anyway, so I'm not here to explain to y'all. I'm here to explain to my audience. Sneaker Shopping, Hot Ones, they do well as well. So, they do good. But those shows are definitely there's a lot more. I'm going to get into that later. Anyway, the basic thing is that I knew this about a month ago. I want to believe it was a month ago. And I do want to I'm going to be very transparent here because I don't know if they will be. But I came up off being transparent. And honestly, I could tell you some of the last couple conversations with Complex was maybe a argument on transparency, which I felt they were neglecting how big my brand was and how I needed to act or communicate because of that. And maybe they were thinking that I could just operate like a Complex employee. I will say overall, I have nothing bad to say about Complex. But I want to salute to my sister, Nadeska, who made it a point that this announcement come from the team. Otherwise, about a month ago, you would have got a very dry statement that we will not be. And by the way, I knew this a month ago. So if you listen to the streams, you could probably, I just wasn't going to say it. I want to salute to Nadeska, who made it a point to say, hey, this is going to come from us, not a dry, heartless press release, because despite whatever, there are people and there's an audience for Everyday Struggle. Okay? I'll give you a little bit more context. Two things. And I'll also answer questions that maybe you have. Yes, it was a very weird moment with the Chrissy Teigen thing. But it wasn't only that. I've received calls from them about other content that they felt I probably or shouldn't be engaging in. And I specifically told them, I said, listen, while you may look at me as I'm the guy on your show, I have a whole different brand to run. And I said, you guys, when Freddie Gibbs was on his thing, right? Remember I got suspended for I got suspended for, what was it? I got suspended for my little, it was a Twitch thing, and I referred to Chrissy Teigen, whatever. Whatever. But I remember saying to them, if you guys are going to police what I do off of your platform, not realizing that I have to defend my own platform that I'm building, I never came here to be an employee. You should also keep the same energy. I felt it was a spit in the face when Complex while trying to tell me that I should shut the fuck up almost, or just, hey, listen, we are getting you in trouble for this. You said something about Chrissy Teigen that's not okay. They awarded, I mean, literally a couple days after, they awarded Freddie Gibbs with like lyricist or like some like award, even though he was saying that he couldn't wait till I die, that he could spit on my casket. It told me a lot. It told me that for an artist who technically, and they told me, they said, technically, well, we're not paying him. And the team that does whatever they want to do. So it told me I was fighting with my hands behind my back. So I couldn't really deal with people. And by the way, here's the thing, and this is what I've always said about Everyday Struggle. Joe once said it too, but I also agree. You don't hire a controversial figure to not have controversy. It's like when the Vic Mensa thing happened, they said to me, yo, you gotta tell us everybody you beefing with. Nigga, I'm known because niggas don't like me and some niggas like me. You should have did that due diligence. But if I have to let you know, you can't blame me when you're randomly booking people that don't like me. So already I could tell, and by the way, again, this is not an indictment on Complex. I understand business. I run a business myself. But I'm going to be honest, the last conversation I had with someone of executive, control over there, I told him, I said, hey, I'm running a business as well. If you think I'm just going to shut up while these people say whatever about me because I'm working at Complex, I do have to then let you know that 90% of the income I'm getting is not because of Complex. And I don't want to ever be the egotistical person to pull the card like, yo, I'm bigger than Complex or bigger than any brand. But it felt like they were saying I should operate within their standards while they would bring on anyone who would slander me. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. They called me, this is before the Freddie Gibbs thing happened. They say, yo, Freddie Gibbs, we interviewed him for something. And the first thing he said was, yo, don't that nigga Akademiks work here? He said a lot of really bad things. And they said to me, yo, we're going to edit that out. And really, I'm not for editing artists. Truth be told, because I say what I want to say. And I was like, I don't think you got to the center. But they said, no, we want to edit it. Now, this was their stance. They wanted to step in and edit it however they want to edit it. They didn't want someone who is an artist who allegedly they have no ties to slander me. So I think there was not editing, but it's just like, I think there's omitted. So it's not like they're changing his words. They just didn't put the part where he was trying to single out and take shots at me. Again, I was cool with it, but honestly, I did appreciate the heads up. But here's the thing, and I think this is where, you're always going to run into this. I think Joe ran into this. It's company versus creator. A creator is helping and maybe has, brought stuff to a company for a while, and the company's kind of with them, but at the end of the day, they're about the bottom line. They're not necessarily loyalty. For example, I'll say this. In 2017, and this is where I got to go back. Why did I join Complex at all? Because, by the way, I watch all these YouTube videos you guys send to me. And I joined Complex. I was making 6 figures a month off YouTube. I don't care who knew me, whatever. I was amazing. I will tell you this. Freddie Gibbs doesn't make 6 figures a month. That was me in 2016. So just put that out there. I didn't need Complex. But I didn't look at my brand as, this isn't just the YouTube thing. This is something, and I always looked up to Q from World Star. This is something that is it's an international mainstream brand. And I felt Complex would help me accomplish certain things that, I just couldn't accomplish on YouTube. And I still believe they did. And for that, I am always forever grateful when anyone asks me, why did you go to Complex? I was dominating my field, and I wanted to box with the big boys. I wanted my name to be mentioned with the Charlemagnes and other people like that.